Hello everybody, welcome. This is Margret-Anne coming to you with a video that I was guided to do and offer to you. It is for November 14th going forward, the super full moon closest to the earth that it will be in most of our lifetimes, and also for divine masculine, divine feminine, and twin flames. And just a little quick note about the setup. I was also asked to have my St. Barbara candle here, and I actually got it when I was in Santa Barbara recently in California at the mission. And but Saint Barbara has always been close to me because she's also connected to a lot of the saints and masters that have had lives in France that I work with. So that's one of the reasons she's here. And I noticed that there's a lot of red in the reading. The flowers are red and have some yellow, and there's actually some orange, which you can't see in the taller flowers. So just noticing that red is the root chakra. And for a lot of us this week, after the US elections, it's been a little unstable for many people and around the world with other things going on too. And red represents getting grounded, the root chakra. So we're really being asked, the angels and the archangels are really here. Archangel Michael's real present too. And helping us to get grounded, to really connect to what is solid in our lives. And a lot of times what's really solid in our life is the unseen. It's our spiritual connection, our connection in miracles and magic and the divine, in heaven on earth, in love around us that's from other people, nature, and really faith and hope in the goodness of humanity and the goodness and the value of working towards the best good for everybody, no matter what's going on around us. So what they're asking me to share with you regarding the red flowers and the red in the reading, even St. Barbara's wearing red, and I have dark blue nail polish on, which is a new color for me, and that was guided by helping me become more stable. That was guided for me to wear this beautiful color, which is associated with the divine feminine and with Archangel Michael, and really a balanced color, balanced feminine and balanced masculine color. So the guides and angels and spirit is asking to let you know that anything you can do this week, of course in the past week too, going forward, actually for many months, to work on being grounded is going to be helpful for you. And ways to get grounded, you probably know this, but standing on the earth, visualizing yourself, picturing yourself standing on the ground, or wherever you're standing, just feel connected to the earth. Feel as if your feet are touching the ground, maybe even kind of going into the earth like they're sinking into sand just a little bit, a few inches, and just feel that connection to nature and to the dirt, to the grass, to sand, to connection with Source, with Mother Earth. Other ways to be grounded and feel more grounded and centered and stable, so that you can be a positive force for yourself and for others around you in huge times of shift and change, which we are in, as most of you know, huge shifts and change, is to eat root vegetables, eat food that's grown in the earth. So potatoes, carrots, other types of vegetables that are root vegetables, to eat cooked food, maybe as opposed to all raw food, depending on what your health is, what's best for your health. And other things to do are connect to things that make you feel grounded. So have some quiet time, be in nature if you can, or even just looking out the window, looking at the sky or at a tree. And if you're around trees and things like that, actually there is a tree at the top of the reading here. The card, the energy are overarching the whole reading is the tree. And it's actually a number 7, and it's really beautiful. So, and 7 is also a special number because the number 7 is the connection of 3 and 4 together, which is 3 represents the spiritual heaven and 4 represents earth. So this number is guiding us to balance spiritual with earthly groundedness. So, focus on your spiritual practice, those kind of things, but also really focus on being grounded. So we often have a tendency to do more of one or the other. So this is reminding us, like the tree, to reach toward heaven, to grow tall, but also to be really rooted. Trees, if you're not aware, the root system of a tree is at least as deep as the tree is tall. So we are being asked this week by Spirit, by the angels and masters, by heaven, to root ourselves in that which we know is true and that which is based in love also. So root yourself in things that help you feel solid and that are positive and peaceful. And one way to do that is actually to visualize yourself like a tree, to visualize yourself growing roots into the earth, growing roots deep down, and feeling that connection that no matter what happens up here, when the wind blows in the top of the tree, the tree may blow in the wind and the leaves may get rustled and ruffled. Your leaves may get ruffled or rustled, whatever you want to call it. And, the whole trunk may move, but that you are rooted, that your roots go down deep and you're solid. You have something solid. Your core is connected deep down into the earth, into what is true and real, and connected to Mother Earth. So that is the overarching message this week. The number 7, which is a lucky number and a very spiritual, balanced number for twin flames and for anybody else in the world, especially light workers and twin flames. And for everybody, the message of being balanced, really, and taking responsibility for balancing yourself, knowing that when you are tall and strong and deeply rooted, deeply solid in your own practice of being a force for good and love and peace and groundedness. So staying centered when other people around you maybe are not. So that's the big message before we do the regular reading for twin flames. So I will be back in a minute with the rest of the reading.